What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got another tier list video and it is going to be the defenders tier list up next. This is by far going to be the biggest defenders tier list that we have done. We have got around 100 players to go through. So before we get into it, I want to say one thing. This is my personal tier list. This is what I personally believe players should be going in the rankings, and it's perfectly fine to disagree with me. If you feel like maybe a player should have gone one higher or even one lower, just let me know in the comment section. So yeah, let's get into it, starting off with a team of the year, Cancelo, a player that can literally play in every position on that pitch, apart from the goalkeeper position. You can play this guy in the midfield, you can play this guy in the attack, and he will do an absolute job for you. For me, Cancelo definitely deserves to go into the S tier. We got Winter Wildcard Collins up next, a player that can catch up to anyone, a player that can catch up to an Mbappe, a player that can catch up to players like Neymar, CR7 or anything like that. He's just stupidly fast as a centre-back. He can put in a crazy good tackle as well, and he has got nice physicals to his game, and he doesn't feel terrible on the ball. I definitely would say Collins is an A+ player, but I definitely wouldn't push him into the S tier. Now, before we go any further into the tier list, I would like to thank NordVPN for sponsoring this video. NordVPN is a service that protects your online data and privacy even when you're on public Wi-Fi. Have you ever tried streaming a game online but the service wasn't available in your country? Well, with NordVPN, you have worldwide access and can stream from anywhere, even abroad. With one click, you can change your virtual location and connect to over 5,000 servers in 60 different countries. You can even use NordVPN on 6 different devices, including your smart TV. NordVPN are the fastest on the market, and you can enable auto connect to make things easier. If you sign up now for the 2-year plan using my code AuzioMF or use the link in the description, you'll get a huge discount plus 1 month free on top of that. And if you change your mind or you just want to try it out, they also have a 30-day money back guarantee. I highly recommend giving it a shot, and big thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. We got Winter Wildcard Tierney up next, a card that is obviously one of the go-to Premier League left backs this year, right? A card that you put in your team and you know he's going to really fight for you. He's got a stupid amount of pace. I think I used the anger chems on this card when I actually used him. I think it was to boost up the extra strength. The only thing I wasn't really extremely happy about was the dribbling ability. That's literally it. But yeah, all round Tierney is a really solid left back, and I would say he is an A+ player. Klosterman. The thing about Klosterman is his tackling animations. This guy's tackling animations are absolutely incredible. He wraps his legs around any player, somehow always gets contact with the ball and always comes out with the ball as well. He's got a good amount of pace to his game. Obviously not Collins kind of pace, but still definitely a good amount of pace. And he has got some really nice physicals to his game as well. I definitely would say Klosterman joins us into the A+. We got Rule Breakers Trent. Okay, dribbling on Trent is not amazing. Physicals aren't great either. He can put in a very good tackle, and he has got a good amount of pace though. I would say Trent goes into the A tier. I definitely wouldn't say he's on that Tierney Winter Wildcard kind of level. Christensen is a sticky one, isn't he? Because the acceleration on this card isn't great. And then the physicals aren't anything special, let's say. And then his dribbling ability as well, he does feel a little bit on the ball, let's say. The defending though, he can put in a very good tackle. I wouldn't say he goes into the A tier though. I would say this Christian card, because of how his acceleration is and because of his physicals not being anything special, I would say B+ for him. We got numbers up Adair Militao. A card that eventually will have 99 dribbling, but a card that is just disgustingly good right now. He's got that pace, the defending, physicals, he's got everything to his game, and he also feels really good on the ball. I think this card has got 99 reactions as well. Trust me, reactions for a centre-back, especially it being 99, is outstanding. I played this guy the other day, and he was getting himself into all sorts of automatic animations, reaching out to balls when my opponent wasn't even controlling him. So yeah, Adair Militao, no question, goes into the S tier. Dante, Rule Breakers card, a card that was an SBC as far as I remember. And I'm pretty sure we did do a review on this card as well. It was obviously a long time ago, but I believe we actually did do the review. He was overpriced because he was around like 150k, so around there. And, you know, when you had the option to go for like a player like Kempembe or Marquinhos, there was not really a point of getting this Dante card, right? But he was still a very good card. He had a good pace, great defending, and he did push off a lot of players off the ball. So I definitely would say Dante is an A tier card. I wouldn't put him A+. I wouldn't put him on that Collins or Klosterman kind of level. We got Oxford here, a free card, an objective card, a card that you literally just have to grind towards and you get him. He's very, very good still. I love his pace. He's got stupid defending ability. And he is also quite a tall player as well. I think he's 6'3" as I remember. And he obviously has got the physicals as well. I wouldn't put I wouldn't put Oxford on Collins or Klosterman level. But I definitely would say he's an A tier card. Good old Botman, man. This guy's like strength-wise, physicals are a joke, by the way. And then he can put in a very good tackle as well. It's just the pace is absolutely dreadful. And then he feels terrible on the ball as well, man. So yeah, Botman, you are going to be our first B tier card. You got Cordoba. I think there's no question he needs to go into the S tier. So small, but yet so effective in this game. We got Lodi. The thing about Lodi is the lean body type on a fullback is really nice to work with when it comes down to like going forward on the attack. When it comes down to like defense, it's not so great because, you know, it's not a big body, let's say. You can't put in those like blocks every single time. So yeah, defensively, Lodi can still put in a really good tackle. Going forward, dribbling wise is extremely good with that lean body type, and the pace is really nice as well. Lodi, I definitely would say goes into the A+. He's overpriced though. That's something I saw the other day when it comes down to his pricing. I did not think this card still went for around 200k, but it's because of the links. No question. Like Tierney, I think, goes for around 80 to 100k, and then you have Lodi going for like 200k. Like, what's happening here? But yeah, it's simply because of the links. You get that link to like Griezmann, João Felix, Neymar, Vinny. It's as simple as that. So yeah, Lodi, A+ for me. We're comparing him straight off the bat to like a Lodi and Tierney, right? Robertson is not on that level. He is fast. He doesn't feel bad on the ball, but doesn't feel anything special. Definitely doesn't feel like a Lodi on the ball, let's say. He has got a really good tackle to his game, and his passing is nice as well. I would say Robertson goes into the A tier. I wouldn't put him any higher than that. Reece James, headliner Reece James, a card that I've used not for the previous 2 weeks because I didn't use him last week, but the 2 weeks before that, I used Reece James on my main account. And I'm telling you guys, this guy, when it comes down to putting in tackles, he can do it. He can put in a really good tackle. The thing is with him though, that I really don't enjoy is when you're getting pressed, the way this guy dribbles, it ain't it, man. It ain't it. So yeah, Reece James for me definitely doesn't deserve to go into an A+, but I would say he deserves to go into the A tier. We got Rule Breakers Kappa up next. A card that is definitely solid defensively because of that stocky body type he gives you. It's obviously a big body type that can put in a very nice amount of blocks. It's just going forward, this guy really doesn't offer you anything, man. And I do like myself an attacking fullback as well. I don't want them just to be sitting on defense. If I want them to sit on defense, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm taking a player like Reece James. I'm taking a player like Kyle Walker, let's say. I'm not taking a player like Kappa, you know. But yeah, the guy can put in a very good tackle. The stocky body type is nice for blocks, as I said. It's just the stocky body type with the dribbling ability he has. Yeah, you're going to get caught out in very tight situations. You're going to lose the ball and you're going to end up conceding. For me, Kappa deserves to go into the B+. I wouldn't say Kappa is an A tier card, but maybe I am disrespecting him a little bit. Maybe at the end we change that. But yeah, for now, we're going to stick him into the B+. Diop. Kind of same situation with Christensen, right? Where the acceleration is just simply not good enough. The defending is really solid, and the physicals, though, are really solid on this card. But yeah, dribbling-wise, not great, and acceleration-wise, not great as well. I can't put a Diop on a Dante or Oxford kind of level, so I am going to put Diop into the B+. Reguilon. The thing I noticed about this Reguilon card, and I did actually pack this card when numbers up cards were in packs, he is just extremely fast. He can put in a nice tackle, but he is just stupidly fast. Dribbling ability on this card, ain't all that. Physical ability, ain't all that either. It's just he is stupidly fast. He can catch up to literally anyone. And for that, I am going to put Reguilon into the B+. I don't believe he deserves to go on like a Kappa level, and definitely doesn't deserve to go on a Trent, Robertson, or Reece James kind of level. We got Chiellini, Flashback Chiellini, a card that I really did enjoy when he came out, and a card that I did use in Weekend League for, I think it was 2 weeks in a row, actually. He's just a player that can put in crazy good tackles. But this is the issue with Chiellini, right? The pace isn't anything crazy, and the dribbling ability on this card is quite poor. Like, he really can't turn smoothly, let's say. His dribbling, I would say, is slightly better than what it says on the actual card, but it still isn't anything like Collins or a Klosterman kind of level, let's say. So yeah, Chiellini, I would say, goes into the A tier. I wouldn't put him into the A+. We got a Marvi, nice all-rounded card. A card that I actually used, I think it was a few months ago actually, in Weekend League, and I didn't actually play him in that left back position. I played him in a centre-mid CDM position. He did work there pretty well, I must admit. He did the job, let's say. It's just, you definitely do notice that passing ability, not being so great. And then you got obviously stuff like his dribbling ability as well, not being great either. He can put in a nice tackle though, but I wouldn't say a Marvi is on a Reece James kind of level, a Robertson kind of level, or even a Trent kind of level. So yeah, Marvi, B+ for me. Delict, crazy good tackler, man. His pace definitely could be better. It could be, obviously, you know, Collins kind of pace, let's say. But I think there's no question about it. Delict needs to go into the A+. I wouldn't put him S tier because of his pace. It needs to be maybe an Adem and a Tout or Cordoba kind of level. But the way this guy puts in tackles is extremely good. Is this the road to the knockout? I think it is, right? I'm pretty sure this is the road to the knockouts card. Tap Sober is obviously being 6'4" is beautiful because you know that tackling reach is unreal in that centre back position. He has also got a stupid amount of pace. And the thing about this Tap Sober card that I remember is this pace that you see on this card, 72, is very misleading. Very misleading. This guy's short passing and long passing is top tier. So yeah, Tap Sober, I definitely would say joins us into the A+ tier as well. Ooh, Traore. I ain't seen Traore in a team for a long time actually, but I still feel like he's an incredible card. A card that you can definitely compare to like a player like Hakimi. Now, are we comparing him to the team of the year Hakimi? No, we are not. We're comparing him more to like the inform or even the ones to watch card. I love Traore in this game. I wouldn't put him at S tier though, but I definitely would say he goes into the A+. We got Skriniar, signature signing Skriniar. Great tackling animations. This guy's gold card was used so much at the start of the year. So much. I kind of wish EA gave him another promo card. Like, this signature signings card was solid. Very solid. It's just, I'm kind of hoping for maybe a card that's got a bit more pace to his game so he can literally catch up to anyone. Because trust me, this guy's tackling ability, it doesn't need to be improved. I definitely would say Skriniar goes into the A+. I wouldn't put him any lower than that. Diego Carlos, another card I used in Weekend League, and a card I definitely did enjoy. Would I say he's on a Dem and a Tal Cordoba kind of level? No. So yeah, Diego Carlos, I would say joins us into the A+ as well. Sule I've seen kind of get pushed to a side, you know? We haven't seen too many people use Sule now. Sule's a card that kind of got pushed, and a lot of people have gone down like the Prem route, getting that Varane in their team, getting that Rudiger in their team, getting that Ruben Diaz in their team, or even getting a Bailly in their team as well. And I do enjoy that. I definitely do. It's just, I don't know, man. Something about Sule, for me, he's still a really good card, and I don't think too many people should have actually pushed him to a side. But at the same time, if I'm picking between a Varane or a Sule, you best believe I'm picking Varane all day, right? But yeah, Sule, pace-wise, is incredible, and then you got a nice tackling ability. Weird animations time to time, but you can definitely deal with it, and the physicals are also solid. I wouldn't put him S tier, but I definitely would slide him straight into the A+. The thing about Alfonso, right, is pace-wise, it's crazy. Genuinely crazy. He can catch up to anyone. The thing that definitely will annoy you, though, on Alfonso is the high-low work rate. Like, you definitely notice him in that fullback position, going for a few overlaps, and you definitely do notice him not sprinting back into that defensive position that he needs to be into so he doesn't leave a gap in the defensive line. So Alphonso Davies for me isn't an S tier, but I definitely would say he is an A+. We got Joe Gomez, the fire card, up next. A card that still definitely does fit the meta, let's say, because of how much pace he actually got released with. His pace is really solid. You can tell he can catch up to near enough anyone he wants. He can put in crazy good tackles as well. Would I take him over a player like Chiellini? I would, because of that pace. Would I take him over a player like Oxford? Yes. And a player like Dante? I would as well. So yeah, Gomez, I definitely would say joins us into the A+. It's another one of those cards that is just stupidly fast in that centre-back position. Mbappé, I feel like his physicals don't really justify how strong he is actually in-game. I feel like when it comes down to playing with him in-game, he feels stronger than what the card actually says, and it feels like he goes in way more aggressive than what the card actually says as well. So yeah, Mbappé, pace is really solid. I do like his physicals in-game, and he does put in a very solid tackle. Dribbling, though, definitely could be better on this card. I can tell you that right now. Definitely could be better. I'm thinking like a B+ or an A tier, but I do like Mbappé this year. I don't mind him one bit, so I am going to put him into the A tier. But that is definitely a card that you could maybe move down to the B plus because of how his dribbling actually is. You guys know when this card came out, I loved it. Like, tackling animations, it was beautiful with PK. I definitely can say though, his pace could be better. I think there's no question about that, right? His pace could be better. But the thing is with PK, he doesn't just give you pace, defending, and physicals. He also gives you pretty good dribbling while also giving you really, really nice passing. His long passing and short passing is not a joke. So yeah, I would still put PK into the A+ tier. Soyuncu. Honestly, I feel like if Soyuncu was like French or plays for PSG, he would be used so much more. This card, I feel like, gets pushed to a side simply because of his links, but he is absolutely incredible. The pace is insane. The defending ability, he has beautiful tackling animations, and the thing I really do enjoy about Soyuncu as well is his aggression. His aggression is a joke, man. So yeah, Soyuncu, I definitely would say A+. Pau Torres. I mean, he's a really, really cheap card, isn't he? I think he goes for like 20,000 coins. On the first day of Winter Wildcard, I think the card dropped down to like 15k as well. He was an absolute bargain, and he's still an absolute bargain, especially with what he offers you. Good pace, good tackling, good physicals. His dribbling ability really ain't all that, and I'm looking at some of the cards in like A+, and I definitely would take every single centre-back over this Pau Torres. So yeah, Pau Torres, I am going to put him into the A tier. A card that came out a long time ago, but a card that is still an absolute beast, man. You apply the Anger Chems on this card, you're going to give him physicals. You're going to give him the defending ability as well, while also giving him a stupid amount of pace. He's got a decent passing ability, and he does feel nice on the ball as well. I definitely would say Cornet still joins us into the A+. Delane, my guy. My left back, let's say. The card that I have been using for a very long time now. Delane, 5-star weak foot is beautiful, just straight up. He's dribbling on the card, like 83 dribbling, doesn't show how he actually dribbles in game. It just straight up doesn't. He feels nice on the ball, nothing like a Lodi, I would say, nothing like anyone else I compare him to, maybe like a Traore or even Alphonso Davies. Those kind of players, I would say, feels better on the ball, but he does still feel very, very good. And that 5-star weak foot is beautiful to work with as well. A card I've really enjoyed this year, and I definitely would say he is an S tier. I would take him over every single fullback in the A+ tier. Schulz is an alright card, you know? Like, he can put in a good tackle. His dribbling ability isn't bad for a fullback either. It's actually quite nice. Do you know what annoys me about this card though? Is that 2-star weak foot with the passing ability as well. Like, having a 2-star weak foot, I guess you can deal with it as long as your stronger foot can pass really well. It's just him having a 2-star weak foot with the passing ability he has as well. You're just going to screw up so many passes. So yeah, Schulz, I am going to drop him into the B+ simply for that reason. Okay. The pace on this card is really nice, man. Really, really nice. And he has got good strength and good tackling. Do you know what I don't like about Lucas? Is the way this guy dribbles. He feels like a truck. Just he can't turn. He genuinely can't turn, and it's terrible to have in that centre back position. I would say Lucas goes into an A tier. I definitely wouldn't put him into like an A+. Luke Shaw. Now, there was a few comments on my previous tier list saying, why did you put Luke Shaw into the B+? He is very, very solid defensively, and I do agree. Defensively, he is good, right? He's got that stocky body type. He can put in blocks, he got great defending ability, and he has got good pace to his game as well. Do you know what I don't like about this card? The 2-star weak foot and the way this guy dribbles on the ball. It is absolutely dreadful for me, man. That 85 dribbling on that card is very misleading. The way this guy dribbles in game, I really don't enjoy it. Like, as I said, he can put in very good blocks and he is very good defensively. It's just him going forward, especially with that 2-star weak foot as well. It's just something I really do not enjoy. So yeah, Luke Shaw, I definitely would say goes into a B+. We got another 2-star weak foot player, and it's Tagliafico this time. Now, Tagliafico dribbling-wise is actually quite nice. He does put in some very good tackles as well. When it comes down to his physicals, I think it's his strength that is quite low, but the aggression is actually quite high. Once again, though, it's a 2-star weak foot player that has not got a great passing ability, and that is something that's always gonna annoy me, man. Would I say he's a better fullback, than Reece James? I wouldn't. Would I put him over a player like Robertson? I wouldn't. Would I put him up over a player like Trent as well? I wouldn't. So yeah, Tagliafico, you are going to go into the B+. A Tau, signature signings card. A card that's got a 5-star weak foot with 4-star skill moves, man. He's so good going forward. That's the thing about a Tau. So good going forward. He offers you so much with great dribbling ability, really good pace as well. And his shooting ability isn't isn't good, but it isn't bad either. Like, if he gets into a situation, you can go ahead and take a shot with this Atal card. And it is also good defensively, like when it comes down to putting in tackles, but his physicals definitely could be better. I would have put Atal though into an A+ with how he is going forward. Semedo, that unique body type does hit different with Semedo, man. He feels really solid on the ball, and then his physicals are good as well. I think this Semedo card, I think there's no question he needs to go into an A+. He is an S tier. He definitely isn't. But yeah, A+, 100% for this Semedo card. And this is a tough one, because I do rate Niakate a lot in this game. Do you know why he's not going to go into the S tier though? The reactions. That's the reason. The reactions on this card, it isn't anything insane. And I'm thinking of, once again, some of the centre-backs that's going to go into the S tier, and I don't think Niakate is on that kind of level. I definitely would say he's an A+ card though. Mohr, I always struggle to say this guy's name. I don't know why. He's still stupidly good though. Like, his pace is still ridiculous, and he can put in a very good tackle. But I'm looking at some of the players we have in this A+, and I can definitely say he is not on that level. Like, take him over Sule, no chance. Take him over Gomez, nope, wouldn't do it to myself. Take him over Skriniar, Carlos, and Niakate, no, not happening. So yeah, Mohr, I would say goes into the A tier. My guy Dest, man. The thing that's really nice about this Dest card is he is just crazy good all-rounded. He can dribble really well, and then the pace is solid. Putting in tackles is good. Physicals are good with the right chem style. He really does offer you everything, man. Offers you even a good passing ability as well. And I would take him over every single fullback into the A+. Yeah, Dest, once again, is going to go into the S tier. Upamecano. You guys know my problem with Upamecano. I think it's understandable as well. Like, tackling-wise is really good, but pace. I think is it the acceleration or the sprint speed? It's one or the other. It's just not good enough, man. It just straight up isn't. So yeah, Upamecano, I would definitely say he's not on that A+ level, but he is definitely on the A tier level. We got another ones to watch card up next, and it is going to be Tomori this time. Now, they did do this card really nicely with the pace, because I think you give him like a shadow chem style, and he's got super high sprint speed while also having like 90+ acceleration as well. The thing about Tomori though is he isn't a card that I would say is on a level of like some of the players in this A+, right? Or all the players I say in the A+. Like, he isn't on an Akate kind of level. Diego Carlos, no. Soyuncu, I'll take him over Tomori. I'll take a PK, I'll take a Sule over this Tomori card as well. But at the same time, I wouldn't say Tomori's on a level of like a Christensen and Diop because of how good his pace actually is. So yeah, I feel like Tomori fits into a comfortable A tier for me. Hakimi, team of the year, I don't think I need to speak about it. Straight into the S tier, and we move on. 5-star weak foot is really nice to work with. He can put in a crazy good tackle, and he has got really nice pace to his game as well. I would say, I'll be honest to you guys, Darmian is very close to an S tier, but the reason I'm not going to put him there is because of his dribbling ability. If you look at the fullbacks in the S tier, look at the Delane, nice on the ball. Nothing insane, obviously, but nice on the ball. Dest, really nice on the ball. Hakimi, really nice on the ball. Cancelo, really nice on the ball. Darmian, I feel like his dribbling ability just needed to be a little bit better. So yeah, I would say he is in the A+, but he is very close to also being in the S tier. If his dribbling ability was a little bit better, I'd put him there. A card that slid into the S tier last time, but a card that I don't believe deserves to go into the S tier no more. He is fantastic, straight up. He is absolutely amazing. It's just, I don't believe he's on that Adair Militao kind of level. I don't believe he's on that Cordoba kind of level. And you guys know other centre-backs that's going to go into the S tier. I don't think Koza is up there. So yeah, Koza, A+. Twanzebe is a really nice card, man. But once again, I do not believe he's on an Adair Militao or Cordoba kind of level. I think he's on just a level up below, and that is going to be an A+. I love Twanzebe this year, man. He is just an absolute joke when it comes down to like physicals, defending, not feeling bad on the ball either for a centre-back, while also having a crazy amount of pace. It's just, I can't put him on a level of like an Adair Militao. You know, I can't put him on a level of like a Cordoba either, and also can't put him on a level like Varane or even a Rudiger or anything like that. So yeah, Twanzebe, A+. Trippier is an alright card, you know. The thing about Trippier is he has got nice pace. The dribbling ability ain't all that. The physicals ain't all that either. He's got a nice passing ability. I wouldn't say he's on like an A tier level though. I would say Trippier goes into the B plus. I definitely feel like they could have done so much better with this Trippier card. I'm pretty sure he was an objective card as well. Azpilicueta, very nice all-rounder card. Very, very nice. Offers you a little bit of everything, you know. Like a lot of people don't really play Azpilicueta in a fullback position. They play him more in like a centre position because he really doesn't feel bad on the ball. With how all-rounded he is, I definitely would say Azpilicueta goes into the A tier. Tezzy, my guy Tezzy, man. I'm telling you guys, and I believe I said this last time as well. If he was in another league, he definitely would be used way, way more often. You wouldn't see this card kind of get pushed to a side. If he was in like the League One or even a Premier League, he would get used so much more often, man. He's stupidly fast and he's got great tackling with really good physicals as well. Tezzy goes straight into the A+. Some people call him theatre. Some people call him Fiete. I literally have no idea, I'm going to be honest. But this guy's strength is insane. He can body anyone onto the ground. And there's no question about it, man. His pace is really, really good as well. He doesn't feel outstanding on the ball, but he feels okay on the ball, let's say, for a centre-back, I guess. But yeah, with how his physicals actually are and with the way this guy goes in for tackles, he needs to go into the A+. Very nice all-rounded card. Good defensively. Good going forward. Nothing insane about him, though, but as I said, I like how he is nicely all-rounded. So I definitely would say an A tier for Florenzi. Acuna, stocky body type. The same body type a Luke Shaw or a Kappa has, right? But this is the difference. Acuna, with his dribbling stats, doesn't feel like he has that stocky body type, man. It really doesn't. He feels solid in game. His pace is nice. His defending is nice. His physicals is nice. And it even gives you a really nice passing ability as well. He's one of the best fullbacks in this game. I'm going to say it. And I definitely do believe Acuna deserves to go into the S tier. Klaus. Love Klaus. Just straight up. There's no way of me saying it, man. Klaus I've been using for weeks on weeks on weeks. And I feel like he's an absolute joke. The thing about Klaus is his pace. It is disgusting. He can catch up to literally anyone. And I definitely would take Klaus over a player like Traore. I'd take him over a player like Cornet, Atal, Semedo. He just doesn't play to his stats. He really doesn't. He performs way, way better. Team of the Year, Ruben Diaz, don't need to say much. Straight up there into the S tier. Theo Hernandez in form. A card that I don't think we've seen for a very long time in people's teams, because there's obviously other fullbacks that you could potentially use. It's just Hernandez is still an absolute beast for me, man. The thing about him is the fact that he's got that unique body type with his dribbling stats, and he actually feels good on the ball for his kind of height as well. And he's got really good pace, great tackling, good physicals as well. Theo Hernandez, I definitely would say, is still an S tier card. Virgil van Dijk, one of the best tackling abilities in the game, but the pace ain't it. The pace is not it, so he is going to go into the A tier, man. You guys know that, guys. Virgil van Dijk's pace is just, it's not good enough. It really isn't, and I don't believe he deserves to go into an A+. So yeah, an A tier for Virgil. I've still used Saar time to time because he gets those links, right? His French nationality is amazing for links, and then he plays for Chelsea, so you can link him up with a Chalobah, you can link him up with Rudiger, you can link him up with Mendy as well, and you can even link him up with a player like Reece James if you really want to. Saar's links are incredible, and I do like how he performs in game. He gives you a good amount of pace with a solid tackle every time, and his physicals are really, really nice. I would definitely say Saar is an A tier. I wouldn't go as far as putting him into like the A+ though. That pace is just crazy on him, isn't it? It straight up is. Now the thing is about St. Just is it's literally just all pace, really. I'm going to be honest to you guys. Like, the tackling ability is alright. The physicals are okay. The passing ability is meh, you know. I definitely wouldn't say St. Just is on an Upamecano, Lucas Verissimo kind of level, or Saar, or even Virgil van Dijk kind of level. But I wouldn't put him on a Botman kind of level either. So yeah, St. Just goes into the B+. Team of the Marquinhos, another card we don't need to talk about. Get him straight up there and we'll move on. Kanji, where do you go? You got a good amount of pace to your game. You got good tackling as well. Good physicals. Doesn't feel bad on the ball. But at the same time, I'm looking at some of those cards in the A+, and I don't think he deserves to go there. I feel like a Kanji is a comfortable A tier card. And look who's next. Look. Get this guy straight up there, man. There's no question. Oh, and right next to him as well is Rudiger. Get these two straight up there. And let me actually switch the camera real quick. Is it this one? Yeah, it is going to be this one. There you go. Rudiger, get straight up there as well, man. These two right next to each other, beautiful. I'm telling you guys, if you have these two as a partnership in a centre-back position, you're good. You know, you don't have to switch your centre-backs probably till after team of the season, maybe. That's how good these two actually are. So yeah, straight up there with Rudiger and Varane. The upgrade they gave him, by the way, is solid. I think they gave him like a +3 to reactions and a +3 to composure. I used him this week. Absolutely loved him. He isn't as fast as someone like a Varane or a Rudiger or anything like that. But I'm telling you guys, the pace, the tackling, the physicals especially, is not a joke. And I do like how he has 90 composure with 90 reactions as well. So yeah, bye, A+. Hey, my boy Alaba, man. I love Alaba this year. Absolutely love him. Like, I don't know, something about Alaba just hits different with how he gets out to players. He's a card that puts in crazy tackles. A centre-back that's got insane dribbling ability as well. I'm telling you guys, man, if you guys haven't tried Alaba out, go ahead and try him. I personally believe he is an S-tier card. Bonucci. Tackling is nice, but let's all be fair, man. When it comes down to the pace, it really isn't that. So, yeah. I'm going to definitely put Bonucci into the B tier. Honorable mentions Koundé next. Koundé, you can definitely compare to like a player like Alaba, right? A person that can put in a tackle and a half, and a person that always performs better than what his stats actually says. It was the exact same thing for his gold card as well. Koundé, I definitely still feel like is up there, man. He was in the S tier last time, I believe, and he deserves to go up there again. Kyle Walker. A card that we can probably compare to someone like a Reece James, because when it comes down to their defensive ability, they're solid. They got that strength. They can put in a crazy good tackle, and they have got a really nice amount of pace to their game as well. It's just going forward, it ain't it, man. It really isn't it. I would say Kyle Walker is going to join us into the A tier. LAKEY. Pace is not a joke for this man. He can put in a crazy good tackle as well. I remember reviewing this card, and I used the anchor and the shadow on his card, and I preferred the shadow because of how much pace he actually has in that centre-back position. I definitely believe LAKEY is better than all the cards in the A+. So yeah, LAKEY, you are going to go into our S tier. Definitely a solid centre-back when it comes down to putting in tackles and stuff. But if we're talking about, I think it's the acceleration. It's the acceleration or sprint speed. It's one or the other. It really isn't that great. And that's the reason he's not on a Twanzebe, a Niakate, a Bai. I was about to say this guy's name, but I completely forgot how to say it again. Tapsoba kind of level, right? So I would say he goes into our A tier. Pedro Porro. A card that I know for a fact, if was in a different league, he would be respected way more. He offers you so much. He even offers you a long shot ability as well, which is genuinely incredible. It's something you don't really expect from a fullback, but it's something you definitely take on top, right? His dribbling is nice, his pace is nice, defending is nice, physical is nice, and he even offers you a long shot ability. Yeah, get up there, man. Get straight into the A+. I used Konate in weekly qualifiers. I'm going to be honest, didn't really like him. Didn't really like him too much. The reason I say that is because his transition speed wasn't what I expected it to be. It didn't feel smooth. And when it comes down to like dribbling as well on the ball, it ain't all that. He did put in some very good tackles though. That is something I definitely did enjoy about him. He can put in a tackle and a half, and he can catch up to a lot of players as well. It's just with how he transitions, how he feels on the ball. For me, it ain't it, man. So yeah, Konate into the A tier and not into like the A+. The thing about Miranda is the dribbling as like I think it's a 6 foot. I think he's 6'1". A 6'1" player with the dribbling he has, it just really doesn't come together. Let's say it just ain't it. He has got good pace and he can put in a very nice tackle as well. His physicals aren't all that, but I think the right chem style to go for him is like an anchor chem style, so you can give him the extra strength and give him the extra aggression as well. I definitely wouldn't say he's on an A tier level, but I would put him into the B+. Chalobah. This is the centre-back version, by the way. A card that has got good pace, a card that can put in a very good tackle as well, and he has got nice physicals. But if we're looking at some of the cards in the A+, I think we can all agree Chalobah is not on that level. But I would still put him onto the A tier. Oh, I can't remember. Is it Endikia? I think that's how you say it, right? Endikia? Or something like that. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but he is really good, man. I'm looking at that S tier straight up. I'm looking at players like Kader Militao. I'm looking at players like Marquinhos, Ruben Diaz, you know. I don't say he's on that level. I don't say he's on that level. But I definitely would say A+. He is really good. And the fact that he's obviously got that French nationality as well, you know, the links are absolutely incredible on him. We got Tomiyasu up next. Tomiyasu, definitely a solid centre-back. A quite unique centre-back as well, because you don't really see a 5-star weak foot on a centre-back very often, right? And he can put in some crazy good tackles. He isn't a small centre-back either. He's quite tall. And then he's got the physicals to his game as well. While he also doesn't feel bad on the ball. Tomiyasu is an interesting one. This is another card I feel like if he had better links, he would probably get used way more often. To be fair, he hasn't even got too bad links, because you can link him up with a player like Tierney, right? But yeah, Tomiyasu, I would say he joins us into the A+. It's just the fact that he's got that pace. He's got nice dribbling ability, good defending, good physicals, with a 5-star weak foot as well. So yeah, Tomiyasu, A+. His cards are really good, man. Really good. He is nice going forward with his dribbling ability, and he is solid defensively. I definitely would take a Frimpong over a player like Kyle Walker because of how all-rounded he is. And I'll take him over a player like Reece James. I'll take him over a player like Robertson and Trent as well. Frimpong, you are going to go into the A+. Is it Salisu? I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Salisu. Good pace, great defending, good physicals. The thing that I would say about the Salisu card is if you look at the stats, you're like, wow, okay, this is a very good centre-back. But I feel like he doesn't perform to his stats. I really don't. And I definitely don't believe he is on the these kind of centre-backs kind of level, right? So, Salisu, you are going to go into our A tier. Ibanez, on the other hand. Bloody hell, this guy's got pace. This guy's got pace for everyone, apparently. His pace is a straight-up joke. Like, you give this guy the Shadow Chem style, trust me, you are not going to get outpaced in that centre-back position. He doesn't feel terrible on the ball. He's got, what do you call it, a good defending ability, good physicals. The one thing I would have liked on this Ibanez card to be a little bit better is his passing ability. His passing ability really ain't all that. But yeah, defensively, I need to put him into the A+. This is another one of those cards that I didn't feel like performed to how his stats actually says. Like, you look at this guy's stats and you're thinking A+ easily. But I really didn't like him too much. I felt like Traore was better. I felt like a Cornet was better. I felt like, who else can I say? Is there any other fullback? I mean, Darmian. Yeah, like I said, Darmian's better. I prefer Natal as well over this ball card. I just didn't feel like he played to how his stats actually said. So I am going to put him into the A tier. Saliba, really good centre-back, great amount of pace, tall centre-back as well, puts in crazy good tackles and can body off a lot of players. Saliba, I definitely would say joins us in the A+. Spinazzola, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot is really nice to work with. The thing about Spinazzola though, is if you're looking at the fullbacks in the S tier, these guys feel good on the ball, right? Like, the only one you could probably argue against is Hernandez. But the thing is, Hernandez with the unique body type and the dribbling, it really does come together nicely, right? Spinazzola having a 5-star skill moves is solid. But the thing about him is his left stick dribbling ain't all that. It really isn't. And then his physicals, they aren't all that as well. I feel like Spinazzola, it's now time to drop from the S tier and go into the A+. He's still, as I said, he's still a very nice card, and that's why he's going in the A+ tier, right? It's just I don't believe he is on that S tier kind of level. Tanganga, and this is the left back version. I can't remember exactly the difference between the two. I think the right back version is right-footed with high-medium work rates, and I think this one is the version with medium-high work rates while being left-footed. Really solid defensively. Really solid. Doesn't really offer you too much going forward, so I definitely would say he's on that Reece James kind of Kyle Walker level. So yeah, Tanganga goes into the A tier. We got Moments Felipe up next. Now, he is definitely a very good centre-back because he's got good pace to his game with that shadow. And then he has got good aggression with good strength as well. And he can put in a very nice tackle. I know his dribbling ability isn't all that, though. That is something that you can definitely say. His dribbling ability ain't anything great. But he has got a 4-star weak foot to his game as well. I see Sule, I see Collins. I'll take those two. Klosterman, I'll probably take a Klosterman over Felipe as well. Delict, I'll take over him. Skriniar, I'll take over him. You got Niakate, I'll take over him as well. Ibanez, I'll definitely take Ibanez over Felipe. I think Felipe goes into the A tier. I think that's one that might go in the A+ at the end though. As I said, at the end, I'm going to be looking through this just to make sure I feel like I've got everyone in the right area. Felipe might be one, though, that moves into the A+. This Tellus card is nice. It's just the thing about him, though, is that 2-star weak foot. It is so bad. He can put in a very good tackle, and I do like how he gives you a long shot ability as well. It's just that 2-star weak foot definitely does annoy me. I wouldn't say Tellus is not on that B plus kind of level though, but I wouldn't put him A plus because of it. So yeah, I am going to put him A tier. Kempembe. Martinez, I didn't have to speak about anything about Kempembe, let's all be fair, man. All right, Martinez, small centre-back, but very nice centre-back. Puts in some very good tackles, good amount of pace as well to his game, doesn't feel bad on the ball at all. I wouldn't say Martinez is an A-plus card, but I would definitely say he deserves to go into the A tier. The thing about Cuadrado, I would have liked his physicals to be a bit better. That's the thing. The physical definitely could be better on Cuadrado. But the thing I definitely do love about this card is the 5-star skill moves, man. The way he feels on the ball, it is incredible. And then the fact that he's got a decent passing ability, he can put in a tackle as well. I definitely would say Cuadrado goes into the A+. Smalling. Don't trust in that 80 pace. Don't look at it, because it ain't correct, you know? Like, the sprint speed is high, but the acceleration is really, really low. He can, you know, use what's called strength and bully off players, and he has got good tackling. It's just with how his acceleration is. I believe it's acceleration or sprint speed. It's one of them. Either way, Smalling, B tier. The thing about Romero is, defensively, we're talking about pace, physicals, and defending. Very good. Passing ability, though, it ain't it, man. It ain't it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna put him into the A tier. Roll to the final, Elena next. A card that can go ahead and get further upgrades, but a card that is already really, really good because the pace is really nice on the card, and him putting in tackles, yeah, he's got that to his game, trust me. It's just the aggression on Elena is what lets him down. I like aggressive centre-backs, and Elena really isn't that kind of player, let's say. I wouldn't put this card A+ yet. Maybe if he gets further upgrades, now we're talking, but I think he's an A tier card right now. Tavernier, man of the match, I think it is. Very nice all-rounder card, attacking ability, defensive ability as well. I would have maybe liked higher aggression on Tavernier. I would have liked a bit better passing as well on Tavernier. And I feel like his dribbling ability in-game, it isn't as good as someone like Lodi. Isn't as good as someone like Alfonso. It isn't as good as someone like Semedo or even a Natal. So I am not going to put this card in the A+, but I'm telling you guys right now, if they give Tavernier like a promo card in the future, give him like +3 to all these stats, yeah, I am definitely pushing this card into an A+. It's just right now with this man of match card, I don't believe he is an A+. Koulibaly, hate playing up against him, has one of the best tackling abilities in this entire game. I don't think I've ever gone up against a Koulibaly and he's gave away a penalty or gave away a free kick. I feel like it's a perfect tackle against me every single time, no matter what angle he's actually at. His pace is really, really good to work with, and we all know how good his physicals are in this game. He definitely could have better dribbling. It's just with how much I hate playing up against him, I feel like I need to put him in the S tier. Dribbling is nice on the card, defending is nice as well. I don't like the strength. I'll say that straight up. The strength is not great. The aggression kind of tries to cover up, let's say, for the strength a little bit, but still not anything, still not anything amazing. I wouldn't put this Navas card in an A+, but I am going to put him A. Thiago. I think last Defenders tier list, we had Thiago in the S tier. I think now he drops down. I know this Thiago card is still very, very good. It's just with the level we have now in the S tier, I feel like his tackling ability, like tackling animations, they aren't as good as the players in that S tier. So yeah, Thiago, I think now drops into an A+. Umtiti, good centre-back, but nothing special. I would say an A tier for Umtiti. I definitely wouldn't put Umtiti A+. Not on these kind of centre-backs level. And then you got Ferland Mendy to end it off. Yeah, we have Ferland Mendy to end it off. With some of the fullbacks I see in the S tier, I'm not putting Ferland Mendy up there. We're going to put Ferland Mendy in the A+. I do like how he's got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. I think that's incredible on a fullback, right? It's just, I feel like Delaney's got better tackling. I feel like Dest has got better tackling. I feel like defensively, everyone in that in the fullback position in the S tier is better than Mendy. I just straight up do. Attacking, I don't mind Mendy at all. That's the thing, man. Attacking wise, he's really good. It's just I feel like attacking, Dest is better. Delane, could I argue Delane is better than attacking than Ferland Mendy? Maybe. I feel like obviously both having the 5-star weak foot is really nice. I don't really do the skill moves with my fullback, so I don't think it's that big of a deal, let's say. But yeah, Ferland Mendy, I don't think he's on an S tier level anymore. I would say he goes into the A+. But yeah, that's going to be it for the Defenders tier list. I'm going to quickly scan through this, just making sure I've got everyone in the right position. Or right rank, let's say. S tier, I don't think I touched that. I think everyone else does. Everyone there deserves it. A+. Maybe I am, not really disrespecting because A plus S, both are extremely, extremely good. But maybe Thiago does deserve to go at S. But then at the same time, some of the centre-backs are seeing it. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to leave him there. Anyone else that I think maybe should deserve to go up? Maybe a Darmian, but if he had better dribbling, then I could agree. But with his dribbling right now, well, just in general, let's say, I don't think he deserves to go in the S tier. Yeah, everyone in A plus stays. A tier. I think everyone stays there as well. I don't think anyone moves up. B plus, everyone stays there. Maybe I'm disrespecting Tagliafico a little bit too much, but I'm going to keep him there because I feel like there definitely is better fullbacks in the A tier than Tagliafico. And in the B tier, yeah, pace for 3 of the players are a big, big issue. So yeah, that is it for the defenders tier list. Now, we are going to do the exact same thing we did for the midfielders tier list and say our top 3 centre-backs and top 3 fullbacks. Starting off with the fullbacks, Cancelo, 100%. Hakimi, second. And then it drops down, doesn't it? It drops down a decent amount. I feel like Cancelo and Hakimi up here, but then the next player is probably all the way down here. Like, it's between Delane and Acuna. I think Delane is better than Des for me. I don't know. Something about Delane this year is just, he's incredible. Genuinely incredible. But then at the same time, I definitely do believe Acuna wins it. Yeah. So top 3 is Cancelo, Hakimi. 2 of them both up here. The next player quite low, and it is going to be Acuna. For centre-backs, Varane first, okay? Marquinhos second. Third. This is the tough bit, right? Third is really, really hard. I love Ruben Dias, I love Rudiger, and I love Kimpembe. Those 3 are so close to each other, man. So, so close. It's a joke. I think... this is hard. You know what? I'm going to say Ruben Dias third. And then the Kimpembe and Rudiger, they're so close. They're like joint fourth, let's say. Joint fourth there. They're so similar players. So, so similar. So yeah, top 3 centre-backs I would say is Varane, Marquinhos, Ruben Dias. I think I said in a Kimpembe review that he was top 3. But then I am really thinking about that right now. Like really, really thinking about that. I think he's joint fourth. I don't think... But like, take about words, I don't think he's top 3. I think he's joint fourth. So yeah, top 3 centre-backs, Varane, Marquinhos, Ruben Dias. Absolutely love Dias this year. Top 3 fullbacks is Cancelo, Hakimi, and Acuna. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.